begun this diary as a safeguard, a control against the suicidal impulse to declare myself openly. I'm writing it in a corner of my room.
Meritocracy. The holding of power or position by people selected on the basis of their ability. I have a challenging history with law enforcement. I grew up in subcultures where law enforcement was not looked upon favorably. When I began training martial arts in California in 1999, and my exposure began to cops that were just very different in the right ways, it was a tough nut for me to crack. It was a tough pill for me to swallow. But the more exposure I had to them, the more exposure I had to the world, I realized more and more that good people are good people. Bad people are bad people. And if you know what you're looking for, it's really easy to see the difference. The information overload of the past few months has been unprecedented. In the last few weeks alone, I've heard and seen every single thing about every single person for saying or not saying or doing or not doing. Truly, no one can do anything right now. There's a lot of justification in a lot of what people are feeling. And in a lot of the platforms people are speaking about in relation to law enforcement, there is merit there. The training, substandard. Ongoing expectations, nearly non-existent. Non-disposable practice, far too infrequent. Those are facts of most law enforcement departments. Those are scary, sick, sad facts. I can say that because I've worked with cops for a long time now, and I've worked my ass off for almost nothing to make the best versions of the good ones that I can possibly make. It's still a tough pill for me to swallow, but it's important. The system needs an overhaul. There has to be good training. There has to be better initial standards. There has to be ongoing expectation. And there has to be non-disposable practice. What there also needs to be is a leadership hierarchy that isn't simply puffing their chests and spitting out old-time rhetoric. In addition to that, and under the banner of meritocracy, one of the things I've seen talked about least, that is not the least important, is that one of the most dangerous, potentially demanding jobs in the country, the initial standards are bad, and you almost can't get fired. There are departments where you would have to sleep with the chief's husband or wife, videotape it, bring it in and play it in their office, and say something racially inappropriate to them to even get paid time off. And if you've got a great union rep, you may not even get that. There is no reason, sense, or excuse except for broken tradition that law enforcement, just as every other important job in the world, should be the holding of power or position by people selected on the basis of their ability. And I will add, their willingness to improve it in the hardest ways and forever.